Laws were made for people, and the law can never scorn the right of a man to be free.
We the people, let them have their say. We the people, let them see the light of day. A dismal dawn was breaking when they took her man away, not knowing what was his crime. Just what he was guilty of, not one of them could say, but they think of something in time. He says goodbye and remember, we shall overcome. We the people, let them have their say. Free the people, let them see the light of day. Comforting her children softly crying in the night, she tries very hard to explain. You know your daddy never did a thing that wasn't right, so soon he's bound to be home again. He is a good man, and he shall overcome. Free the people, let them have their say. Free the people, let them see the light of day.
What does it profit him, the right to be born, if he suffers the loss of liberty? Laws were made for people, and the law can never scorn the right of a man to be free. We are the people, and we shall overcome.
We are the people, and we shall overcome. We the people, let them have their say. Free the people, let them see the light of day. Free the people, let them have their say. Free the people, let them see the light of day. Free the people, let them have their say.
Oh, the first of me downfall, I set out the door. I straight made me way on for Carrick shore. Going out be Rathlone to us late in the night. Going out the west gate for to view the gaslight. Randy fall, the little eye, Randy fall, the little arrow. I went to the Tolsel to see the big lamp, and who should I meet but a bloody big tramp? I kindly stepped over, and to him I said, will you kindly direct me to where I'll get a bed? Randy fall, the little eye, Randy fall, the little arrow. 'Twas then he directed me down to Cook's Lane, to where old Buck's engine kept an old sleeping cage. Hung out o'er the door was a small piece of board, hung out on two nails with a short piece of cord. Randy fall, the little eye, Randy fall, the little arrow. Well, I looked up and down till I found out the door, and a queerer old household should I ne'er saw before. Then the missus came out, and these words to me said, if you give me 3 coppers, sure I'll give you a bed. Randy fall, the little eye, Randy fall, the little arrow. Well, I then stood aside with me back to the wall, and the next thing I saw was an old cobbler's stall. And there was the cobbler, and he mending his brogues, with his hammers and pincers all laid in a row. Randy fall, the little eye, Randy fall, the little arrow. Then she brought me upstairs and she put out the light. And in less than 5 minutes I had to show fight. And less than 5 more when the story was best, the police came around me and brought me a curse ladly fall, the little I radly fall, the little arrow. 'Twas all round me body they formed the march. 'Twas all round me body they played the dead march. But the bloody old major gave me such a pick that he nearly made away with the half of me. Hip and he fall, the little I radly fall, the little arrow. Now I'm going to me study these lines to pen down. And if any poor traveller should e'er come to town, if any poor traveller be knighted like me, beware of Buck's Injun and his black cavalry. Landly fall, the little I radly fall, the little arrow.
In the town of Springhill, Nova Scotia, down in the dark of the Cumberland mine, there's blood on the coal and the miners lie in roads that never saw sun nor sky. Roads that never saw sun nor sky. In the town of Springhill you don't sleep easy. Often the earth will tremble and roll. When the earth is restless, miners die. Bone and blood is the price of coal. Bone and blood is the price of coal. In the town of Springhill, Nova Scotia, late in the year of 58, the day still comes and the sun still shines, but it's dark as the grave in the Cumberland mine, dark as the grave in the Cumberland mine. 3 days passed when the lamps gave out, and Caleb rushed and got up and said, we've no more water or light or bread, so we'll live on songs and hope instead. We live on songs and hope instead. Listen for the shouts of the black-faced miners. Listen through the rubble for the rescue teams. 300 tons of coal and slag, hope imprisoned in a 3-foot seam. Hope imprisoned in a 3-foot seam. 12 days passed and some were rescued, leaving the dead to lie alone. Through all their days they dug a grave. 2 miles of earth is a marking stone. 2 miles of earth is a marking stone.
I am an old-timer, I travel the road. I sit in me wagon and lumber me load. Me hotel is the jungle, a camp me abode, and I'm well known to Blondie and Mary. Me liquor is diesel oil laced with strong tea, and the old highway code was me first ABC. And I cut me eye teeth on an old AEC, and I'm champion at keeping them rolling. I've sat in the cabin and broiled in the sun, been snowed up on shop on the Manchester run. I've crawled through the fog with me 22 tons of fish that was stinking like blazes. From London to Glasgow to the Newcastle Quay, from Liverpool, Preston and Bristol City. The Polones on the road give the thumb sign to me, but I'm champion at keeping them rolling. You may sing of your soldiers and sailors so bold, but there's many and many a hero untold, who sits at the wheel in the heat and the cold, day after day without sleeping. So watch out for cops and slow down at the bends. Check all your gauges and watch your big ends, and zig with your lights. When you pass an old friend, you'll be champion at keeping them rolling. So watch out for cops and slow down at the bends. Check all your gauges and watch your big ends, and zig with your lights. When you pass an old friend, you'll be champion of keeping them rolling.
The sun is burning in the sky. Strands of cloud go slowly drifting by. In the park the dreamy bees are droning in the flowers among the trees. And the sun is in the sky. Now the sun is in the west. Little kids lay down to take their rest. And the couples in the park are holding hands and waiting for the dark. And the sun is in the west. Now the sun is sinking low. Children playing know it's time to go. Appears a little blossom blooms and then draws near, and the sun is sinking low. Now the sun has come to earth, shrouded in a mushroom cloud of death. Death comes in a blinding flash of hellish heat and leaves a smear of ash. And the sun has come to earth. Now the sun has disappeared. All is darkness, anger, pain and fear. Twisted, sightless wrecks of men go groping on their knees and cry in pain. And the sun has disappeared.
Well, it's all the gentleman soldier as a sentry he did stand. He saluted the fair maid by a waving of his hand. So boldly then he kissed her and he passed it off as a joke. He drilled her up and the sentry box rubbed up in the soldier's cloak. And the drums did go with a rat-tat-tat and the pipes did loudly play. Fare thee well, Polly me dear, I must be going away. All night they tossed and tumbled till daylight did appear. The soldier rose, put on his clothes, and fare you well me dear. For the drums they are a-sounding and the pipes they sweetly play. If it weren't for that dear Polly, then along with you I'd stay. And the drums did go with a rat-tat-tat and gentleman soldier, won't you marry me? Oh no, me dearest Polly, such things never can be. For I have a wife already, and children I have 3. 2 wives are allowed in the army, but one's too many for me. And the drums that go with the rat-tat-tat and the fifes that loudly play. Fare thee well, Polly, me dear, I must be going away. If anyone comes a-courting you, you can treat them to a glass. If anyone comes a-courting you, you can say you're a country lass. You don't have to tell them that ever you play this joke, that you were drilled in the sentry box, wrapped up in a soldier's cloak. And the drums that go with the rat-tat-tat and the fifes that loudly play. Fare thee well, Polly, me dear, I must be going away. Oh, come, you gentleman soldier, why didn't you tell me so? My parents will be angry when this they come to know. And when 9 long months had come and passed, that poor girl she brought shame. She had a little militia boy and she didn't know his name. And the drums that go with the rat-a-tat-tat and the fifes that loudly play. Fare thee well, Polly, me dear, I must be going away.
I am come of the seed of the people that sorrow, that have no treasure but hope, no riches laid up, but a memory of an ancient glory. My mother bore me in bondage my mother was born. I am of the blood of serfs. The children with whom I have played, the men and women with whom I have eaten, have had masters over them, have been under the lash of masters, and though gentle, have served churls. The hands that have touched mine, the dear hands whose touch is familiar to me, have worn shameful manacles, have been bitten at the wrist by manacles, have grown hard with manacles and the taskwork of strangers. I am flesh of the flesh of these lowly. I am bone of their bone. I that have never submitted. I that have a soul greater than the souls of my people's masters. I that have vision and prophecy and the gift of fiery speech. I that have spoken with God on the top of his holy hill. And because I am of the people, I understand the people. I am sorrowful with their sorrow. I am hungry with their desire. My heart has been heavy with the grief of mothers. My eyes have been wet with the tears of children. I have yearned with old wistful men, and laughed or cursed with young men. Their shame is my shame, and I have reddened for it. Reddened for that they have served, they who should be free. Reddened for that they have gone in want, while others have been full. Reddened for that they have walked in fear of lawyers and of their jailers, with their writs or summons and their handcuffs, men mean and cruel. I could have borne stripes on my body rather than this shame of my people. And now I speak, being full of vision. I speak to my people, and I speak in my people's name to the masters of my people. I say to my people that they are holy, that they are august despite their chains, that they are greater than those that hold them, and stronger and purer, that they have but need of courage and to call on the name of their God, God the unforgetting, the dear God that loves the peoples for whom he died naked, suffering shame. And I say to my people's masters, beware. Beware of the thing that is coming. Beware of the risen people who shall take what ye would not give. Did ye think to conquer the people? Or that law is stronger than life and than man's desire to be free? We will try it out with you. Ye that have harried and held, ye that have bullied and bribed, tyrants, hypocrites, liars.
Sleep, O babe, for the red bee hums, the silent twilight falls. Evil from the grey rock comes to wrap the world in thrall. A land of an oak, my child, my joy, my own, my heart's desire. The cricket let's sing you lullaby beside the dying fire. Dusk is drawn and the green man's horn is wreathed in rings of fog. Shira sails his boat till morn across the starry bog. A land that on the paly moon has ringed her clasp in dew, and weeps to hear the sad sweet tune I sing, oh love, to you.
Bristol man and a rare old sort was he, with his cutlass and his pistols, heave-yo-ho. With a noble crew of cutthroats he used to scour the sea, a plundering and a robbing high and low. He swore it was no concern, he didn't give a herdin' about right or wrong on any holy show. He swore that grabbing booty was Britain's foremost duty. Wherever she could get it, heave-yo-ho, 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 heave-yo-ho. He swore that grabbing booty was Britain's foremost duty. Wherever she could get it, heave-yo-ho, heave-yo-ho. For Smith had a noble soul and lofty was his pride. With his cutlass and his pistols, heave-yo-ho. He'd watch his beaten foemen jump out into the tide. Call you beggars, you had nowhere else to go. And hanging from his lanyard were Portuguese and Spaniards, and beaten Frenchmen jumping to and fro. Right along the blazing story shone illumined in England's glory. Pirate Smith of Bristol, heave-yo-ho, 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 heave-yo-ho. He swore that grabbing booty was Britain's foremost duty. Wherever she could get it, heave-yo-ho, heave-yo-ho. But accidents will happen even to heroes such as he. With his cutlass and his pistols, heave-yo-ho. He was standing at his capstan, as happy as could be, hoping soon to have another prize in tow. When a whistling Spanish bullet came and caught him in the gullet, and very sad to say, laid him low. He was only 97, but his soul has gone to heaven, to rest on Nelson's bosom, heave-yo-ho, heave-yo-ho, heave-yo-ho. He swore that grabbing booty was Britain's foremost duty. Wherever she could get it, heave-yo-ho, 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 heave-yo-ho. He swore that grabbing booty was Britain's foremost duty. Wherever she could get it, heave-yo-ho, heave-yo-ho.
I must away now, I can no longer tarry. This morning's tempest I have to cross. I must be guided without a stumble into the arms I love the most. And when he came to his true love's dwelling, he knelt down gently upon a stone, and through her window he's whispered lowly, is my true lover within at home? Wake up, love, it is thine own true lover. Wake up, love, and let me in, for I am tired, love, and oh so weary, and more than need drenched to the skin. She's raised her off her down soft pillow. She's raised her up and she's let him in, and they were locked in each other's arms until that long night was past and gone. And when that long night was past and over, and when the small clouds began to grow, he's taken her hand and they've kissed and parted. Then he saddled and mounted and away to go. I must away now,